Do you have a Roku device like a Roku TV, a Roku box, or a Roku stream bar? Do you find that you're constantly losing your remote control? Does having to change the batteries drive you crazy? Is it difficult to find the right buttons in the dark? I've got something for you today that might seem totally unnecessary to buy, but if you haven't upgraded your Roku remote to this $30 one, you're missing out. In today's very short video, I'm going to tell you why. All right, y'all, it's 2 days after Thanksgiving, and it has been a whirlwind of a week this week, and I am doing this video sandwiched between about 87 other things. I wasn't even sure if I was going to get this up in time, but we're here, and I am very excited to talk to you about Roku remotes. If you have a Roku device of any kind, and you still use the remote that came with the TV, let me tell you why that might be a small mistake. For years and years and years, I'm talking 15 years, I've had Roku devices, and I have always, up until the last few months, used the remote that just came out of the box with the TV or whatever device I purchased. And that's fine. They work. The nice thing about them is you can take pretty much any Roku remote and take them to other TVs and they'll work. They'll control the TV. And they're fine. And you can replace these for really cheap. And recently I had to replace one of them because I have a Roku TV in my bedroom and I had the remote on the bed and I stripped the bed that day and inadvertently tossed that remote into the washing machine and sure enough, it didn't work afterwards. So I went on Amazon to replace it. And I was about to order a cheap $10 one, stumbled on this $30 one, which is an upgraded remote. And I was like, it's probably not worth the extra 20 bucks. But I ended up getting this anyway. And boy, do I love it so much more. There are a few really handy features that make this worth the extra 20 bucks. Let's talk about them. Number one, this guy is USB-C rechargeable. That is a huge deal for me. I have had rechargeable batteries in my remotes for the longest time. These are Amazon rechargeable batteries, which I love, and they work. I pretty much don't buy regular batteries anymore, just rechargeable ones. I'll link those in the video description as well. I do love these. I have AAA and AA. But as the batteries start to die in this remote, the performance just subtly over time gets worse and worse and worse. So I find that I'm hitting the volume button 17 times to try and get it to change until I realize, oh, I probably need to swap out the batteries. The upgraded remote is USB-C rechargeable, and we all have cables for our phones. Most folks I know have them at the spots that they sit. And by the chair that I sit to watch TV, sure enough, there's a cord to charge my remote. The same one charges my laptop, and the same one charges this guy. So whenever the TV tells me, that's another big upgrade, the TV tells me the remote is getting low, all I have to do is plug it in. And it works while it's plugged in, so it can just sit there, charge, and I never have to deal with the battery thing again. Again, we're solving tiny problems on this channel, and that's one of them.
Oh my God.
The next one, if you inadvertently lose your remote, which I know everyone does, it ends up in a couch cushion, it ends up under the couch, you put it in the fridge because you set it down and didn't realize. It happens. Trying to find a remote when you've just walked into the room with something to eat and something to drink and you just want to watch whatever on YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whatever, and having to search for this thing is a pain in the ass. There's two ways that this will help you. Number one, it is voice activated and you don't have to turn this feature on. You can leave it off and then not have this available to you. But I find that I really love being able to say, hey, Roku. And as long as it can hear me, I can say, find my remote and it will start pinging. Let's give it a shot. Hey, Roku, find my remote. I hope you can hear that, but it is pinging quite loudly. Just have to hit a button on it once you found it to stop it and it will stop ringing. That is such a great feature, just being able to announce to your room. It's usually in a couch cushion and it usually can pick you up. If it doesn't work and it doesn't hear you, you can go into the Roku app, into the remote settings and hit the feature to make that sound as well. It's so convenient just being able to locate your remote and not spend 20 minutes pulling your couch apart. The third thing that I love about this, and it's a small thing, but it is backlit. The buttons on this light up whenever you pick it up so you can see what you're doing, which is actually kind of nice. Like, it's a quality of life improvement. It's very, very tiny, but I find that I really love that this one is backlit and this is the one that's still in my bedroom. And I keep saying to myself, I need to upgrade it because that one I use at night and having it backlit would be very nice.
You did it.
The last thing that I love about this is this little voice button here. You can press this and anytime you're doing a text search, so if you're in YouTube or you're in Hulu or Netflix or whatever app and it comes up for a text search, you can press this button and tell your search to the remote, which is so handy. I hate having to type through every freaking letter back and forth to search for things. You can also do a global search. I don't do that so often, although every so often if I know there's a show I want to watch and I know what it's on, I can just on the home screen press the button and search for that, and it will come up. So as I mentioned, this is going to be an incredibly short video, but I wanted to get something out for y'all, and this is something I really love. If you've got a few extra bucks laying around and those tiny problems bug you, definitely consider this $30 upgrade. It was $30 when I paid for it, and it's still $30 now. I think that it's totally worth the few dollars to solve those tiny problems, and that's my philosophy. If I can spend a little bit of money or a little bit of time solving a problem so that I don't have to deal with that problem anymore in the future, it is a worthwhile investment. So even though these are more than the ones that you got with your TV, this to me is worth the few dollar upgrade. All right, that's all I've got for you for this one. But for next week's video, I've got a fun thing that I'm gonna try. We're gonna veer back into Notion territory, and I'm gonna build an upgrade to my journal using Notion's AI agent so that I can pull out all of the tasks, all the things that I've mentioned that I want to do. It blends techniques from my smart journal, which I've done in a previous video, as well as my task manager, which I did in a previous video. It allows me to, with one quick command, get all of the tasks that I mentioned in a series of journaling entries onto my task list, and I can do this in batch. It's very handy. It's an idea. I know that it'll work because I tested it once, but I haven't actually built the features into the journal yet. And we're going to do that in the next video. So if it's been a week since this video came out, that one will be on your screen. Otherwise, go back and watch my journaling video and get ready for this fun upgrade. I'll talk to you there.